Can someone please tell me how Cecil B. DeMille's The Greatest Show on Earth received the award from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences for Best Picture of 1952? Because, let's face it, The Greatest Show on Earth isn't. Especially when you consider at least 3 of the other nominees for Best Picture. And you won't believe until you're reminded, and you will be reminded, what movie was made in 1952 that did not even get nominated? But John Huston's Moulin Rouge got nominated in 1952. There's Jose Ferrer again, nominated Best Actor. John Ford's The Quiet Man got nominated in 1952. Get this, the Academy members awarded Ford Best Director for The Quiet Man, but The Quiet Man did not win Best Picture. There is a very credible belief in the film fan world, and even some film schools, that the best director is the best director because he directed the best movie. But sappy, soapy, The Greatest Show on Earth got the award instead, so something wasn't quite right in 1952.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
They should have nominated Singin' in the Rain, the greatest movie musical ever made, and a poignantly funny film.
What's wrong with the way I talk? What's the big idea? Am I dumb or something?
High Noon got nominated in 1952, one of the greatest westerns ever made, and it loses to The Greatest Show on Earth. This is not right. I repeat, will someone please tell me how The Greatest Show on Earth, which isn't, received the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1952? Actually, there's no need. No need. I have a theory. First of all, you have to realize something about the man who produced and directed this dubious Academy Award winner, Cecil B. DeMille. Cecil B. DeMille was an SOB. I didn't say so. John Ford said so. DeMille was an SOB at a time when his fellow Americans had become frightened to the point of paranoia by the so-called communist menace. These were what Lillian Hellman described as scoundrel times, and where SOBs like DeMille thrived. Of course, I'm speaking of the McCarthy era and the HUAC investigation into communist infiltration of the film industry.
It's unfortunate and tragic that I have to teach this committee the basic principles of Americanism.
That's not the question. The question is, have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
I am framing my answer in the only way in which any American citizen can frame his answer to a question which absolutely invades
Then you
his
denied, you refused to answer that question. Is that correct? Stand away from the stand.
For Americanism for many years, and I
stand away from the stand.
For the Bill of Rights,
stand away from the stand.
People in the film industry in 1952 were running scared. There are many books and documentaries and a wonderful film called The Front, which attest to this 20th century witch hunt.
Fellas, I don't recognize the right of this committee to ask me these kind of questions. And furthermore, you can all go fuck yourselves.
It is my belief that this fear of DeMille and his ilk prompted the members of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences in 1952 to award his film The Greatest Show on Earth as Best Picture. I believe it was their hope that if they feed him this extraordinary compliment from the community, this bone, he will leave them alone for a while. Of course, it didn't work. He remained an SOB, albeit a less powerful one, once John Ford got through with him. Oh, by the way, just in case you don't know that story of John Ford's victory over Cecil B. DeMille, I suggest you head over to DeOscarize.com for the full story. It's a good one. Now, back to the injustice before us, an injustice that has been heretofore unrectified until now. For I propose to DeOscarize The Greatest Show on Earth and give the Best Picture award to a more deserving film which I believe is among those nominated and or snubbed by the Academy in 1952. Come to DeOscarize.com. The greatest show on earth that isn't must be DeOscarized. Let's do it. Let's do it now. See you at DeOscarize.com.